All right, guys, welcome to League Finals, Pasta Night, or Senior Pasta Night. Clap it up for a successful season. It's our last Pasta Night of the season. Thank you to the Milan family for hosting tonight. It was a delicious meal, and we really appreciate all that you've done for the team. You guys, make sure that you say thank you too before you leave tonight. Tonight we're going to be giving, several seniors have speeches to give. They're all prepared for the first time, I think, ever in cross-country history. There's always like one or two that didn't write a speech. Everyone has a speech today, so that's going to be great. While people are giving speeches, it's important that you guys remain positive, clap it up for them, give them positive encouragement, because it's a little bit nervous speaking in front of the whole team. You will have to do it someday too, so be supportive to them as they're speaking in front of the team, okay? First up, we have Zulian Gonzalez. Come on up.
You got it! So, what is the best thing about cross country? So, I'd say the best thing about cross country is the people who you're running with and those who motivate you to do your best. Although sometimes I'm not feeling my best and I have no energy to run, I think of cross country practice as an escape from school and my personal problems. I always look forward to having fun and working hard in order to improve my performance. So, what is my favorite memory? Okay, so in the little amount of time I've experienced various moments and I can't choose which was my favorite one. I remember that at first when I joined, I had no clue who I was running with, and I was worried I wouldn't like the coach, but the first thing that he said was, "We're glad to have you as part of the team." And even though it was something that maybe he tells everyone, it still made me feel welcome, and made me not regret the decision of joining the team. I remember my first race at Woodbridge when I went to go down with the boys, and then we started walking around the soccer field, and we started laughing and having fun. That's when I realized that I made a good decision by not only joining the team, but also opening up myself to a new family. I also like when we went to the beach and played volleyball. I feel like it was a very well spent day. So what was my favorite race? My favorite races were either our second league meet or the Inland Empire, which was the one of both girls and boys got trophies. For the second league meet, I felt like the course was pretty easy and it went by fast. Also, I broke my PR. For the Inland Empire, I didn't like the start because it had lots of bumps and holes, but overall the course was really pretty because of the lake and also because we got first place and got a trophy. So my motivation to run is my grandma. I've been running my whole life and she's the one who's always been there for me and helped me improve. Every time my brother and I were at her house doing nothing, she always wanted to go for a run and sometimes made me wake up early in the morning to run at the beach. Words of wisdom. It all depends on your perspective towards the challenges you face on a daily basis. Even though something may seem difficult and impossible, just look at it from another angle and work hard to shift it into your own positive outcome. Any additional messages? So I wanted to thank Emma and Damon for being excellent captains and making me feel welcome. And also, even though there's people who like to tease around a lot, I won't say names, I'm really grateful because I couldn't imagine myself running with no one else. It says, how many years have you been on the team? How many years have you been in varsity? What are your plans after high school? So I'm planning to go to college. Which one exactly? I don't know, but maybe UCLA, but only if I get a scholarship. If I don't, then maybe I'll go to RCC and then transfer to UCLA. Since I want to be a surgeon for now, I have to start with a science bachelor's degree, so I'm thinking about biology and then move on to med school. And then will I continue to run? Yes.
We're supposed to give favorite Zulian memories. My personal, my favorite memory of Zulian, she alluded to it, but it's the way that she interacts with a lot of her teammates and the bond that she quickly formed. Even though she didn't practice with us over the whole summer, you could quickly see that she wasn't taking crap from Raul and some of the other kids, and she was quickly a great fit with all of the different personalities that we have. So it's been great to have her on the team because it seems like she's been here for a lot longer than just a year. So thank you, Zulian.
I don't necessarily have a favorite memory, but my overall impression, I remember when she first came out to practice and I thought, oh my gosh, we got this girl from Puerto Rico, and it's like she's a former Olympian or something. I mean, that's what I was thinking. And I'm just really glad to have you on the team. You've added a lot, and you have inspired hope for our girls as far as how well we can do. And so I really appreciate you.
Okay. When I think of Zillion, I think of her smile. She's always smiling. She has the best smile. And her neon green workout shirt will spot you anywhere. And the other day I was driving us back to school and I learned that she loves Bad Bunny.
Oh my
So
God.
I appreciate you and I love your smile. I think that's when I think of you, I think of a big smile.
Okay, so thank you. Shout out to Zillion. Next up, with 2 years on the team, having joined us in the pandemic season, Olive, will you come on up?
Hey. What is the best thing about cross country? To me, the best thing about cross country is sharing memories with your teammates. Having the experience with others is the best feeling, especially when you're friends with them. I got to experience happiness, excitement, pain, other emotions/feelings that I can't think of right now. What's your favorite cross country memory and why? My favorite cross country memory would have to be going to the beach because 1, I love the beach, and 2, just being with my teammates, smelling the salty air and feeling cool breeze while running, which is one of the best feelings to take. What's your favorite race/invitation of all time and why? My favorite race would have to be Rams Duel because it was my first race ever, and it made me realize that I liked running, and it also the teammates and my friends, like people in my team. What's your motivation or inspiration to run? My motivations that keep me running is trying my best no matter what, staying in shape, and maybe trying to get that new PR. But also my teammates encouraging me, telling me to try my best when at times I thought I was doing my worst. What are words of wisdom for your teammates? A famous quote from the famous singer Celia Cruz once said, cuando se presenta la oportunidad, agárrate fuerte y no te sueltes. For my non-Spanish speakers, it means when opportunity presents itself, grab it, hold on tight, and don't let go. Do you have any additional messages? It's okay not to be good at things at first, but you'll get better over the time. And don't be afraid to try new things because if you don't do it, you might regret it later. How many years to be on the team? I've been on for 2 years. I've been on varsity for 2 years. What are your plans after high school? I plan to go to uni in England or somewhere in the world. I'll probably be studying fashion. And while I continue running, I probably will be running. But yeah.
So Olive?
Olive memories. Favorite Olive memories. Some of them kind of came to about more recently when I had opportunity to just like chat with him when he was injured and he wasn't running around and I actually got to sit down and talk to him. That was awesome. But I really just love his optimism for his future and what you want to do. Usually kids don't have like this ambition for all these things that you're eager to do, and to hear that out of someone so young, it's very inspiring. So thank you for sharing that with us and the team. It really was uplifting. When I can be kind of negative, I know that you were not. You were definitely bringing some positive energy to the team. So thank you, Olive.
Again, I'm so happy that you came out for the team because I've really enjoyed getting to know you over the last couple of years. The memory that comes to mind is we've got this flag that we take with us to all the races that we put up, and the bag's like falling apart and it's ripping apart. And I remember one day I was like, well, I can fix that. And he goes and pulls out a needle and thread and just and he fixed the bag. But he lost his needle, and that was a special needle, but I don't know. Easy to lose a needle, they're very little. But just always a team player and always out there supporting your team. I appreciate your positivity.
Besides Olive's awesome attire with his colorful sweaters, I think Olive was the first student that I had a conversation with when I hopped on as an assistant coach this year, and so your positivity really made me feel like, oh, I'm so lucky that I get to coach with all these awesome students. You're my first student that I talked to, so I was like, oh, I love it. I'm so happy that I'm part of cross country. So thank you.
Okay, is anyone else choose 2 years? Okay, 3 years, people, raise your, oh yeah.
I'm like 2.
You're like 2.5.
3.5.
2, 3.5. Okay, Josh, coming up.
Go Josh!
And
POV.
Oh no, nothing close. Okay, what is the best thing about cross country? I think the best thing about cross country is being part of a team, and like all the time that we spent together. Like it doesn't seem like we're friends; it seems like we're family almost. We're brothers and sisters, and I think that's like the best moments you share, like pasta nights, races. I think those are the best moments in cross country.
My coach right here. It's on my coach.
What's your favorite cross country memory? I think my favorite memory is my first race, sophomore year, when I ran an 11:36 for the 2 mile. And I beat Daniel, so.
That's the guy.
I still beat you though. I still beat your time. Okay, my favorite invitational of all time was Dana Hills when I ran a 17:26. Sophomore year. I still beat you 3 races. Okay. My inspiration to run. I think my inspiration to run this year most was trying to make it to CIF because we've been close in the past, and this year I hope we really secure it tomorrow. So hopefully we run hard and we make it. Yeah. Words of wisdom. I think for all the underclassmen, I think just try your hardest, never give up, always push through. Because if you want to be faster, then you really gotta not give up. And try to make the most out of every moment that you have on the team. Because it might seem like you have a lot of time, but it just goes by super quick. So yeah, try to make the most out of it. And then I've been on the team for 2 years, varsity for 2 years. And then for my plans after high school, hopefully college, I want to do something with sports, like physical therapist, something like that. And then I will continue to run even after high school to hit my old times again. And I'll beat Daniel 16:56.
okay, favorite Josh memory. It's really it's his sophomore year, but his freshman year he was kind of on the team, and we just knew him as the kid with the hat. Who was and he was trying to hype up Nike. He was like, everybody's got to get Nike products, blah blah blah. But his sophomore year, he was in a strange competition with another student for who's the better Josh. But no shade on that other Josh, but he's a better Josh. He's here today, okay? But we really love you, Josh. Thank you for being here and working so hard. You're doing amazing this season, so thank you, Josh.
What was kind of neat though, the other Josh showed up today, so he was around early in practice and warm-ups. I don't really have a favorite Josh memory off the top of my head. I can't think of one, but I'm just really glad that you put in the effort to get back on the team. Because, you know, I know COVID, you know, during the shutdown, I know that was really hard for a lot of students. And but you did what you had to do in order to get your grades up so that you could be out there. And I'm just really glad you put the effort out. It's really nice having you out here. Thank you.
Josh, always say hi to me when I come to practice. I appreciate that always. And when I missed our last pasta party, Josh dropped by and gave me some pasta, which was very, very sweet. Made my day. So thank you, Josh, for being so kind.
Okay, after Josh, so you're like 2.5 years. Who are my 3-year folks? I got David, Sergio. Who am I missing? David was 4. He's like 3.75. Oh, Anna, you're up. Oh, you're waiting for your mom? Oh, okay, my bad. Then let's do Sergio. Sergio, come on up.
Hey, Sergio, man of the hour.
Look at him.
Hey, shout me out.
What
What is the best thing about cross country? Huh? Oh, bet.
Speak up.
What's the best thing about cross country? The memories, the friendship we all had is like a family. We all created like a special bond with each other. Outside of cross country and like in school, we just say hi to each other. What's your favorite cross country memories? I have 2. One of them was like during quarantine. We were all in a Zoom meeting, but we didn't really do a workout. We were just playing Among Us. Oh, you remember? Yeah. And my other favorite cross country memory was it was during sophomore year. We were all at the we were all doing like a 13-mile run, and you remember?
Dude, that was terrible.
On
the beach.
Yeah,
winter,
the beach
I
run.
did not like that.
What's your favorite
That
race
was
/
terrible.
invitation of all time? My favorite race is Mount Sac. I just love like the challenge of like the hills. Honestly, what's your motivation or inspiration to run? Honestly, my motivation to run was with God. Honestly, there were like those tough times in my life that to be honest, I did not want to run. Like, I was going through it all. Like mentally, I just wasn't at the right place. But I was reading the Bible, and there's one verse that caught to my heart. It's Joshua 1:9 says, "Be courage and be strong. Do not allow it to be discouraged, for the Lord is with you wherever you go." And what is your words of wisdom for your team? When I was younger, I still it's always in my heart. It's a Bible verse I always carry with me through it all. It's Philippians 4:13 is, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Do you have any additional messages? This is to all my underclassmen, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Enjoy high school. Go to a football game. Go to like any events. Join cross country. Join track. Because those memories are gonna last like through the whole like. Those memories you're gonna cherish your whole life. Just enjoy every moment, not only in cross country, but in just high school in general. Just enjoy those memories because it's gonna go by quick. I remember I was just a freshman like 3 years ago, and now I'm just like a senior now. So it's crazy for me.
That's crazy.
How many years have you been on a team? 3. How many years have you been on varsity? I think 1 or 2, I think. What's your plans after high school? I want to go to a 4-year university. I want to go to college. What will you attend? I want to go to San Diego State, Cal State Fullerton, UC San Diego, NBC, RCC, and University of Redlands. What will you study? I want to study speech-language pathologist, social justice activities, ASL or a teacher, interpreter or a teacher. Will you continue to run? Yeah, I'm gonna do track, and maybe if I get to RCC, I may do track or run there.
Sir.
Yes, sir. There you go, Sergio. There you go.
Favorite Sergio memory? Well, for Sergio, it feels like he's been on the team for 4 years, just because he too quickly bonded with everybody. But one thing that I really appreciate about Sergio, aside from his positivity, is the positivity he had for his own performance. So he always felt like he could do better. He always felt like he was like one of the fastest kids out there, and so he had a really high self-esteem. And so it was hard to tell him sometimes, like when he would like text you and he'd say, "Yeah, coach, I ran a 3-mile," and he'd send you a picture of him running on a treadmill.
Oh my
You remember that time?
I remember that.
He said he hit like a low 15 on a treadmill. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. But he took it like a champ. He didn't get disappointed. He actually came out and he's like, "Watch, I'm going to do it, coach." So he's always like that with all of you, too. Anytime you give Sergio a hard time, he always gives it back. He always stands up for himself. And so he's always positive about it. And so I really appreciate that about you, Sergio. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So like these past 3 weeks,
one of my best Sergio memories is a more recent one. He came out the other day. You know, it's getting late in the season and kids are starting to get tired, and they're out there and they're getting through the workouts, but they're getting really tired and really having a hard time. And Sergio, I don't know where this newfound energy came from, but he's like leading the pack. He's one of the first ones when we're doing mile repeats. And he was never that kid, but he has been, and we're so I'm expecting
Sergio.
big things tomorrow from you. I'm expecting you to leave it all out on the course and lead the boys to the CIMs. That's right. Anyway, I'm gonna really miss you, Sergio. One of my
Jumping into this season, Sergio, again, when I think of Sergio, I think of your smile and positivity. And especially like we were saying these past 2 weeks, I really see you kicked it up a notch. I appreciate talking to you about grades and school, and you're so confident and comfortable, and I love having those conversations with you.
Thank you.
And being a part of your senior year.
Okay, she has her audience now. Let's get up. Anna, come on up.
Alright, so what is the best thing about cross country? I think it's probably the team, because the sports itself. It really sucks. But the people you run with, it makes it somewhat bearable. My favorite cross country memory, I have two. And I chose those because I couldn't remember anything else. So the first one was at Woodbridge, like this year. Because when I came back to the town with the medal, everyone congratulated me. You guys probably don't remember, but I do. And I was really happy. And so the second one was from my sophomore year. So Winter sent me, Lizette Royal, and two other kids who used to run, Kobe and the other Josh Rojas. He sent us to the fire station and back, but we didn't feel like doing that, so we just stayed at LSL Sports Park the entire time. And to make it more believable, it was me and Josh that went first, and then Kobe and Royal a little behind us, and then Lizette after them. And then Winter didn't find out until right now. My favorite race of all time would probably be Woodbridge, because I've been waiting so long to run it. So I've been going to Woodbridge, like the races, since I was like 10 or 11, because that's when my brother started running it in high school. And it was my favorite because it was a night race, and like they used to give out like these cowbells, and like for some reason I have like these Woodbridge cones. Like I don't know, I have Woodbridge
They're
cones.
bugles.
What?
They're Vuvuzelas. They're mini Vuvuzelas. You're supposed to blow through them.
Whatever that is. So I was injured my sophomore year, so I didn't run it. So that's probably why it was my favorite because I was really excited for it. My motivation, my inspiration to run is my two older brothers because they used to run cross country when they were middle school and high school. And when my oldest brother was a freshman, I was like in 5th grade, and so that's when like I started going to their races, and they were really exciting, and it looked fun. So I was like, I think I'll do it. My words of wisdom is just make sure to keep working hard and having fun. Additional messages, it's just a shout out to my best friends, Giselle, Lizette, and Zipporah, because they made cross country suck a little less.
All right.
I've been on the team for 2 years, my sophomore year and this year, and I've been on varsity both years. My plans after high school, I'll go to college, maybe like a UC, like UC Davis or UC San Diego, probably Cal State, but if not, I'll just go to RCC. I want to be a vet, so I'll probably take something like biology or chemistry. Will you continue to run? I'm not gonna lie, probably not, but I might go on a run every once in a while if I feel.
Okay, favorite Anna memory. So I don't know. I don't remember any. So let's see. For Anna, I think one thing that's special about her is of the 3 Romeros we've had, Alejandro, Andrew, and Anna. Anna has probably had the humor that is cut the most, and definitely you can see it right now. But honestly, I'm really happy for Anna this season in that she's the 3rd fastest runner on the team. And she went from being someone who's in the back to being someone who's now a leader. And definitely this year, even though she didn't have positive things to say about cross country, she definitely helped our girls to be successful and definitely is driving them to run faster. So thank you, Anna, for contributing to cross country. Thank you.
Okay, I do have an Anna memory. This one is really embarrassing. I was in Costco one day, and I'm going through Costco, doing my Costco stuff, and walking through.
Costco.
And Anna, and Anna's mom, and I don't even know who else were there, and they're like, "Oh, hi!" And I didn't know who she was. I didn't recognize her, and I was just so embarrassed. It's like, oh, and then I realized it, and then I saw her in practice the next day. And so embarrassed. Anyway, I'm really glad you came back this year.
I appreciate getting to know you, Anna, this year, seeing you on the girls' team. And thank you for letting me be part of your senior year. And I love your sense of humor. And keeping it real. Always keeping it real.
Okay, this next runner, he's holding the camera, so George, get ready. You're gonna hold it while it
You
comes
gotta
on
hold
up
it
here.
good, right?
Next on up is David Gonzalez. I gotta film this. This is important on record. He's showing he's a good student. I'm not gonna edit this out. I'm just gonna post it.
I swear.
Hey, David. Anytime now, bro.
Take your time.
Take your time. We're not waiting.
We got all day, David.
Pull it up on my phone.
Come from the heart.
Oh wait, it's recording.
He forgot where he put his speech.
Do it where you heart, man. Come on. Yeah, whatever.
Oh my God. David.
Got it.
Hey, Winter.
Oh, there we go.
Winter, you love it?
There's another one, man.
Okay, clap it up. Winter.
Thank you.
Winter, cut it out. That was too long.
Alright, what is the best thing about cross country? The best thing about cross country is that everyone is suffering, whether it's a hard workout or like 10 minutes before.
Oh God.
You're like never alone on the workout. And then I'm gonna give you an example. A group of us, we hopped the fence to like cut out a mile. And, so the group, Winter made us do an 800 under 3 minutes right after we just did a long run. So yeah.
Good job. Thanks, Alex. That was your fault. You
Yeah,
came off the fence.
Alright, one of my favorite cross country memories was the water bucket challenge. Like when we had to like fill up these small cups and then like fill up the bucket with water. That's pretty good.
Daniel, we crazy.
Okay, so I took my time on this one. So my favorite race slash invitational was Cool Breeze, cause like Cool Breeze was like the first big race of the season since like the pandemic and COVID and everything. And then like it was really great to see that see that many people at the starting line and like that. And then the atmosphere alone, it was just really good. And then from what I remember, like it wasn't a gun, like for the starting line, it was like an alarm or something like that. But what's it called? And then like it was also a night race, and then this is my first night race. So yeah, that was pretty fun. And then thank you for making it our first race of the season though.
You're welcome.
I have 4 things that are my motivation to run. First is my mom, because I always complain to her on why am I doing this to my body and why am I pushing pushing the limits. My second motivation is Coach Winter, because he's always there and always finds a way on cheering me up, on saying I did a good race even though I didn't, but it was still good. He always has something positive to say. And then my third and final motivation is this quote I found my junior year and wrote it down and never forgot it. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop, which just makes sense because like we're always running. And then words of wisdom, my bad. Just keep going, that's it.
Keep going.
Additional messages. Winter, you're crazy for giving us half a season during a pandemic. But I respect that. I respect you. How many years I've been on the team? 3 years. How many I've been on varsity? 1. What are your plans after high school? Probably just go to MVC, find something there, then transfer it to somewhere else. And then while I continue to run, depending if there's a lot of people in track. But after high school, yeah, I kind of like running, like at my own pace. Yeah.
Dude, run my pace.
Okay, I need steady hands back. Favorite David memories. Okay, so David, like Sergio, it felt like he's been on the team for 4 years. But for David, for this year, he was kind of like a de facto captain. So when Damon or Emma were never there, he was always there, stepping up and taking lead and not asking why. He was just doing it. And he would even get in the center and start leading stretches. And one thing that I admire about David is that for 99% of you, I have to ask you to help. I never have to ask David to help. David is always rushing to find a way to either put something away or take care of something or take care of the team and ask how he can support us in any way. And that's a rare characteristic in a high schooler because usually they're very self-centered, and he was very quick to find ways to contribute to our cross-country team from the very first day he joined. So thank you very much, David. Thank you.
Okay, David. I would say what I remember is I remember when he first came out, and he doesn't seem like a natural runner. It doesn't come real easy for him. A lot of you guys, you're just naturals, so it's just real easy. David had to work. He had to work and work. Man, I didn't think he was going to stick with it, but he stuck with it. And then the following year he came out again, and he came out again. And he's worked through it. He's worked his way up to varsity, and really glad to have you on the team, David. And really respect you as a person.
As a new coach, David was really helpful. I would consult him with, I couldn't remember someone's name, he would whisper it to me. That was very helpful a few times. I also heard that David does this, like, I don't know if it's called like the David pant, when he's like really like pushing it. And I heard it. I heard the David pant, and especially during the Temescal race, coming down. I was right at the finish line, coming in, and I heard the David pant.
Okay, so we got Alyssa, Daniel, David, or Damon, and Emma. Let's do Alyssa first, and then Daniel. Go, Alyssa.
Daniel, let's go.
Okay, Daniel, come on.
Oh, yeah, Daniel. Let's go, Daniel.
Oh, wait. Each of these 4 athletes are 4-year runners, so they've had the most experience on the team. So let's hear what they have to say.
What is the best thing about cross country? The best part of cross country for me was being able to practice and like run with everyone on the team and my friends, because it made the runs and the practices feel much easier, and it actually made them feel fun sometimes, even though sometimes it kind of sucked. So, what is your favorite cross country memory and why? So I have 2 that come to mind. One of them was when I PR'd at Damon Hills my sophomore year, because that was the first time I had broken 18. Not only did I break 18, but I hit a 16 too. And it made me feel really fast, and it made me feel really happy knowing that I could run that fast. My other favorite memory was when we went to Big Bear, and we were watching the movie The Shining.
Oh, that
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And a certain scene came on, and Winston tried to block the screen, but instead he made it bigger.
I don't know I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
And then he was covering it, and then Ryan went and grabbed it.
And then Ryan came in. What was your favorite race / invitation of all time? What? My favorite race / invitation of all time is Dana Hills, because that's usually where I run some pretty fast times. What is your motivation or inspiration to run? So my motivation to run is just to get faster, because I like the feeling when of running fast and running a new PR. And what are your words of wisdom for your teammates? Try out new things, because you never know what you're missing out on if you don't try something new. If I didn't do cross country, I don't know what I would be doing right now, but I'd probably just be at home or something. So I don't know. Do you have any additional messages? I just want to thank everybody who was on the team this year, because you made it a really fun season, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
I appreciate you too.
Love you, Daniel. Love you too.
How many years have you been on the team? I've been on the team for 4 years. How many years have you been on varsity? I've been on varsity for 4, I guess. But I only count 3, because I only ran 1 race varsity. So what are your plans after high school? Will you attend college? Where? And will you study? So I plan on attending RCC, and because I want to be like an athletic trainer. So, but after 2 years there, I plan to transfer to like Fullerton or something. Will you continue to run? I do plan on continuing to run on my own, and if I do attend RCC, I also plan to try running there. Okay,
favorite Daniel memory. but for Daniel, him being on the team for 4 years, you kind of get to see people grow up in the way that they change. And it was very funny to learn that Daniel is secretly a bully. And so that he secretly undercover bullies people, and sometimes in really strange ways, and it's shocking to hear him and the way that he did it. But the thing that always makes me laugh, I think it was either your freshman or sophomore year, and we were at like Waba Grill, or it was one of those like flame broiler type places, and we all ordered food, and we all wolfed it down, and we were all done and ready to go, and Daniel was still like on his second bite. And I don't know if you know Daniel very well, but he eats so slow.
He enjoys it.
And he's even said, he's like, I want to enjoy my food. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be like a Nutri-Grain bar. And he's taking the tiniest little bites, slowly working it. And but Daniel, I very much enjoyed being your coach. You were the top runner this season, so that's amazing, right? Being #1 all year long for the boys. It really helped to have you working hard, especially toward the end of the season as we're going into the end, and it looks very good for you in the having a postseason. So I'm very proud of you. You've worked really hard, so thank you, Daniel.
Well, I'm going to follow up on what Coach Winter said. It's been really nice this year. Anytime we're going out and doing mile repeats, you're the guy. You're the guy that's taking the pace. Everyone's chasing after you. Every race we've run this year, you're the guy that's out there, and it's like try to keep up with Daniel. You need to stick with Daniel because you've always been the guy, and very proud of the runner that you've been this year.
Building on what they said, I appreciate being a part of your senior year and seeing you run. You really, I see you. You're exciting to cheer on. You're really exciting to cheer on. I see you pushing it throughout every race, and I'm really happy that I can see that and be a part of that.
Okay, Alyssa.
Oh, there she is.
Are you ready for the 45-minute speech? Yeah.
Let's get ready.
You have a timer.
What is the best thing about cross country? You can shush, you know? What is the best thing about cross country? The best thing would have to be all the memories that I made with my teammates. I met some of my best friends, not that one. On this team, also that feeling I got when I crossed the finish line and hearing my teammates cheer for me. What is your favorite cross country memory and why? My favorite cross country memory would have to be at practice when Kylie, Alicia, and I got lost while running through a neighborhood because we decided to cut a practice short, and Coach Winter had to come pick us up because we got so lost. What was your favorite race / invitational of all time and why? It would have to be Woodbridge, just because it was a night race and I PR'd. What was your motivation or inspiration to run? One of my motivations was to stay in shape and in great condition for soccer and also working on getting faster. My words of wisdom, I got it straight out of a book that I was reading at the time. It's we are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided, and it's from Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire. Don't question it. And do I have any additional messages? Don't lose your motivation to run and don't die. Just don't die. I've been on the team for 4 years. I've been on varsity for 4 years. My plans after high school, I plan to play collegiate soccer. I am still undecided where, but I plan to study criminology. And will I continue to run? Probably only in soccer. Just to be honest.
Okay, I know Alyssa longer than I know anyone of you on the team, and so one of my favorite memories goes back to the first time I met her at March Middle School, and the sheer optimism she had for being an athlete in high school and wanting to be successful at all sports. And as soon as we got her, our girls team got a league championship. Second year, league championship. And so it wasn't her alone. There's lots of girls on the team that really worked hard for that. But she was one of those key pieces that got the first league champ for our school, and that was really impressive. But my favorite memory of all time was, I think it was at the Riverside Invitational, either your freshman or your sophomore year. Freshman year, she got first place by so much that they didn't even know that she was in the race. She was like literally like 2-3 minutes ahead of the next girl that was behind her. And so it was one of the most incredible things that you've seen when you have a kid that's so far ahead they think that she was in the previous race. They're like, oh, she must be really slow. But she was that far ahead of the pack, and I was just screaming. I was so ecstatic. I couldn't believe it. It was really impressive. So thank you, Alyssa, for being our athlete for all these years. I'm really proud of you.
Okay, one of my best memories of Alyssa was when she showed up for practice last week. No, I'm sorry. No, actually, I believe it was her sophomore year. I believe it was Paris Valley Cross Country Showdown, and she won the race. I mean, she came in first in her race. But it wasn't that she came in first, but I don't know if you heard Winter talking about leaving it all out there. She did. She finished, she hit the finish line, and she just like fell out. And everybody had to come to her, you know, and she wasn't just being dramatic. She was spent. I mean, she had given it her all, and she won the race. So that's
Alyssa, you're another runner that's really fun and exciting to watch. During our first race, what was our first race?
Cool Breeze?
Cool Breeze.
Yeah.
That was my first, time with the team, and so watching like you and Emma run together and on that team is really exciting. And again, it was another moment where I was like, oh, I'm so excited to be a part of this team. Again, also you helped welcome me to the team, and if I have questions, you're really helpful in answering them. So thank you.
There are a couple of you who did senior speeches. Damon, come on.
Damon! Damon! We got this! I trained him! I know him! Yeah!
What is the best thing about cross country? I'd say it's being around people who love what they're doing. Not only that, but they like to have fun and talk and motivate each other. It's what gets me going to these practices and races. I love every single one of y'all. The other runners and coaches push me to try my best, and I appreciate it every year I've been here. You guys are one of the best families I've had and could I ever ask for. What is your favorite cross country memory? Going up to Big Bear. We were going up in the night in our vans. We were doing a party back there. It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I remember
Disco
that.
party, Josh Sorkin in the back.
That was Ryan.
It was other Josh.
Oh, it was other Josh.
You too. What was your favorite race or invitational? I like Woodbridge. I love Woodbridge. We're there for hours, messing around, hitting each other, laughing with each other, watching others race. The course is just really easy, breeze. My motivation to run has always been this team, It's kept me going through all these years of pain and sweat. I appreciate every single one of y'all, once again. Words of wisdom. If you really desire something, then you will work till your heart gives out to earn it. I trust you guys to believe in that every way. Any additional messages? For those of you who will continue running, I am hoping the best for all of you and the best of luck. The only way for you to improve is by pushing past your limits. I've been on the team for 4 years. I've been in varsity for 2 years. Say 3. What are your plans after high school? I do plan on going to college. Who wouldn't want to run? Or who wouldn't want to do more years of school? I don't know where yet. And I'm hoping to study in kinesiology, which is basically like coaching. I want to do what Winter does. Pushing kids through pain.
Get a beer belly?
Yeah, beer belly. I love beer belly. Mathematics, I'll do that too. And will I continue to run? No. Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, that's about it.
Favorite Damon memory? Okay. One thing that I really love about Damon, for the years that I've been his teachers too, so I've seen some of the stuff that he's written, and I've gotten really close to him, getting time to talk to him. But just seeing the affection that he has for his real family, his biological family, and seeing how much he actually cares and wants to do good for them. He wants to be the best he could be for them. And no matter what has happened to him in his life, he still wants to be the best for these people. And it makes me feel like he's a really good son. Like, I would be lucky to have Damon as a son because of how much he loves his own family. And so getting to see him as his coach devote that much energy into impressing people that he doesn't even live with, that's really incredible because he wants to be the best for someone else. And so that's really incredible. So thank you, Damon, for your 4 years, and thank you for being a captain this season, okay? Really appreciate the hard work you put into this season and putting up with my negativity and being hard on you and making you want to run when you want to hang out and talk and be positive. I've been pushing you. We need times out of you, okay? So thank you very much, David.
Hug it out.
Don't know where to begin as far as memories of Damon. I saw this little boy and he's grown into a man. I mean, he's gone from a skinny little guy that we stacked half a dozen into my truck to somebody who takes up half of the truck bed himself. He's a big guy. Something that sticks with me though is I remember one time he had his ankle was sore and so we told him put ice on it and he put ice on it, but it was so sore that he kept the ice on probably 3 times as long as it should have been on, and he has a cool tattoo to show for it now. It's like a big heart on his ankle.
You want to show it?
Dang. Anyway, love you, David. I'm just so happy that you're part of my life.
Oh, that touched my heart, man.
Again, David was another student who one of the first students to talk to, that I talked to. I think we're talking about tattoos. So it relates. But it was funny because I think Damon was confused a little bit about who I was. He kept asking for a few weeks questions like, oh, you're a coach, and then I think he just realized that I also teach at the school, and I'm not just like a 16-year-old person, right? So that was always fun, keeping me humble. Thank you. But it's been really great getting to know you, David. I appreciate being a part of your senior year. I'm happy that I joined during this year that I got to.
Emma! You're last, right? But I'm not missing anyone before, am I? Okay, because 1 year I did forget a senior. Emma, come on.
Let's go, Emma! Saving the best! Let's go, Emma! Saving the best for last!
You haven't even said anything yet.
Oh
no.
Such gentlemen we have.
Yeah, Damon.
That's a good book.
I can do one of those SpongeBob cards a few hours later.
Oh, no, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
The best thing about cross country is not only being on a high school team, but also having a second family. My team isn't an ordinary team. We care for each other, we laugh with each other, we go through pain with each other, but last but not least, we give our all to each other. I wouldn't trade this team for anyone. I know cross country may help others with plenty of things, but for me, it helped with insecurities. Being on a high school sports team helped my confidence. It made me feel good about myself. I felt strong. I felt that I was capable of doing so much more by running several miles almost every day and many more tough workouts that many of my peers would also repeatedly go on about how crazy and dedicated I was running cross country. My favorite cross country memory is I have to say that there's plenty of joyful and tough memories, but being on the cross country team, it starts off with waking up early for countless days during the hot summer, having water balloon fights after running several miles, doing activities that you mostly don't do with your cross-country teammates, such as going to movie theaters, amusement parks, the beach, taking a trip to Big Bear with vans full of luggage, and a house filled with many kids bunking together, making skits with each other, playing pool, playing Cards of Humanity with your coach.
I did. I wasn't there.
Eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day with all of you. Pulling an all-nighter the night before a massive workout. Killing bugs on your blinds at 2 in the morning with your teammates. And also going on hikes while stepping on baby frogs that I really regret.
Whose ringtone is that?
She killed some baby frogs at Big Bear.
She's stepping on the happy too.
I'd say the Big Bear trip was a really great experience for me. Another great experience and memory I had was traveling with Coach Winter, Coach Anna, Talana, and Alicia for Kim State meet. This memory will truly stick with me because I don't think I'll be able to experience it again. I watched plenty of outstanding athletes run a super competitive race out of state. I got to stay in a hotel with my favorite teammates while goofing around in the pool, getting terrified that the lights turned off in the hallway, so running to Coach Winter's room for help, playing in the snow for the first time, and last but not least, being able to cheer on my teammate Kimberly Lima. It was so emotional watching her race because of everything she achieved, such as being the girls' team captain, holding the school record, advancing to CIF not only with the team but also by herself to finals and state, and also earning a scholarship. I will always be proud of her and cherish everything she did for the girls' team. My favorite race is the Woodbridge Invitational. I feel like this race fits the best like cross-country vibe well for me. There were hundreds of runners in each race, plenty of food trucks, amazing medals, and tons of easy-ups lined up side by side on the grass. The best part about this race is that this is where I run my fastest time throughout this season, and it holds my PR time of 1947. I really enjoy it being at night as well, and I feel like that's what really helps me run a fast time, and it's also really flat. The excitement in this race is top tier, especially running down the finish line. What motivates me during cross country is everyone, my coaches, my teammates, and my parents. I set myself goals throughout the season to make each and every one of them proud. Whether it be setting a PR in my fastest race, trying my best to not only help the girls team go to CIF, but to also give my coaches the experience to go to CIF once again with the team or even by myself. My words of wisdom to you all is to stay determined and keep your head high. I understand cross country is physically challenging but also mental. Keeping that positive mindset during your races or especially during practices is hard while running miles one after another. Remind yourself that you're strong and you guys got this. Being on this team, I've seen a spark in each and every one of you. My additional messages are to the coaches. So I know Coach Jake isn't here, but I still would like to say something. I want to thank Coach Jake for trying his best, being out there almost every race, giving me such positive vibes, taking down our splits, capturing all the fun moments on his camera, going through the pain by running in the summer with us. I really appreciated the music that he would play. You were not only a coach, but also my running buddy. And for Coach Anna, I know she isn't here either, but she's been a great coach my past 4 years being here. So I know you weren't able to be our coach this year, but when you did, you inspired me so much. Running with you during the summer made me feel good. I felt strong being able to run with you. You encouraged me so much. You knew that I was capable of running a fast time just like you. Coach Santiago, I want to thank you for filling in as our girls coach. It's not easy willing to wake up early for practices and races. It feels good having a girls coach, especially you. You're so sweet and encouraging to all of us. I appreciate you cheering me on during my races. Trust me, I can hear you. For Coach Rick, I believe you have the most kindest soul and positive mindset that anyone I've ever met. You always check on me when I look down, making sure I'm okay, but also to my little brother. With your positive attitude, I'm pretty sure you don't only give me the best excitement and encouragement that I'll do great during a race, but also to my whole team. And for Coach Winter, I never knew that joining cross country my freshman year, I'd have an amazing coach like you. I'd say the only reason why I kept running year after year is because of you. You believed in me so much. I appreciate everything you've done for me these last 4 years. I feel like you're not a normal coach that's just here to get paid, but you sacrifice multiple years of your life to help us become trained athletes. You plan multiple activities that make our team a family. Becoming closer to the coaches and the teammates every year means a lot. I truly believe my memorable 4 years of running cross country wouldn't have been the same without you. I've been on this team for 4 years. I've been running varsity for 4 years, and my plans after high school is to either go to MVC or RCC for my first 2 years, and hopefully be able to transfer to a Cal State school. I want to major into business. While going to school, I would like to create my own clothing line, also model the clothing, and I'm also interested in photography. My dream was just to travel around the world and capture everything. Will I continue to run? I think mainly on my own. I would like to sign up to run outside races. I'm thinking of maybe running an RCC with you guys, but I just can't see myself not competing anymore. But I'm not too sure yet. I have to look more into it. That's it.
Go Emma!
Okay, favorite Emma memory.
Oh, he's gonna cry.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold it. Like I was crying while she was just talking over there. Her sophomore, it was either her freshman or sophomore year. Girls won league championship, and she ran so hard she passed out. And when she passed out, like we were more concerned about her than having ran. And so I think her grandpa rushed her to take her to the hospital, and then so we were kind of rough celebrating. And as we're starting to celebrate, she's standing right there. She came back, and she's like in the photos. And we're like, "What's going on? You're supposed to be at the hospital." And she's like, "No, I needed to be here with you guys. So this is where I wanted to be." And so she sacrificed everything and still came back to encourage us and be the best that she could be. And that really showed that at that moment we wanted her to be captain. And so each year I was pushing, "You need to be captain, you need to be captain." Because when you guys weren't looking, she was like, "Why don't you say something to him? Winter, this kid's not doing what they need to do, blah, 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 blah." So she was already being a captain behind the scenes and leading and encouraging you guys to be the best you can be. I'm just really happy that this team has been led by you this year. You've been a great captain. The entire year you've pushed everybody no matter what. So thank you very much, Emma, for your hard work. I'm really proud of you. Congratulations on your success. Good job, Emma. No.
Okay, a lot of memories about Emma. I remember when she came out, there was her and another girl that almost looked just like her. I couldn't tell the difference between the two. And they came out for a little bit, and then the other girl stopped coming, and we've had Emma ever since. And I remember she was just, well, she's Eric's little sister. And Ethan's older sister. But you've been a great captain. You've done a great job for us. I really appreciate everything that you've done. But you're not done yet. Tomorrow's league finals, and then after that you have CIFs, and you know what comes after CIFs. You know, you just gotta get out there and run fast. You know, just run faster than the other girls, and you'll be there. And so we want to go back to Fresno. That's the plan. So keep it going.
Thank you, Emma, for welcoming me to your team. Emma is such an amazing captain. She's such an amazing leader. I saw that from day one, just not even really knowing Emma yet. She's always encouraging you guys to do well. She's always there for you. She's just an awesome leader. Even me, with the one run that I did, and I was like out of breath, Emma was there encouraging me, and that meant a lot to me, and I thank you for that. And it was so great getting to know you this year.
Okay, that concludes our senior pasta night for the 2021 season. I just want to give you guys one last word of encouragement. I think I stressed upon you the success that you can have tomorrow if you believe in yourself and you run your hardest. But really, the ball is in your court. You have the times to do it. You just got to do it tomorrow, right? Like you saw, it's there. Like it's not fake. So it's up to you guys to decide your fate. So you just have to run really hard and give it your best, and you'll be really grateful for all the hard work that you put in this season. Over 90 days of practices that we've had. This is literally the 20th week that we've been together as a team. And so I'm really proud of the hard work that you put in. So thank you guys. Make sure you say thank you to the Milan family for hosting.
Thank you.
And let's get together for a team picture. So thank you guys. Let's clap it up.
Oh, what do you want?